We're done with the audience questions. We now have a common question for all the candidates. The question is, what are the 3 things you will definitely deliver in case you are elected to the parliament? We'll start with Mr. Konda Vishweshwar Reddy representing TRS.
The 3 things I'll definitely deliver. You mean urban?
Yes, sir.
Number 1, utilize every penny of the funds available directly to me and increase the funds utilization for projects like public toilets, converting open drains to closed drains for the civic infrastructure issues. That the funds that were available plus the funds from the central government, we are going to get those schemes. The utilization of that will increase at a minimum of 400% compared to what was spent the previous year. That is definitely going to happen. The kickers, the ones that actually go beyond the basics and go to the next level, the parks, the factors that actually improve the quality of life beyond the basics. So one project I've been working on is theatre district. The theatre district, like the one in London, or the one in the Broadway in New York, or the theatre district in San Francisco. So Hyderabad will be the first city to have a theatre district in Hyderabad with multicultural activities, the opera houses, the dance and drama places, surrounded with places where people across the city can interact with one another. So theatre district is going to be an important point, and it's not just for fun. It will actually fuel economic growth. It will attract investment. The last thing is the software. One of the things that Hyderabad city is lacking is definitely the security for women. The security of women is very, very low, as I explained before. The crimes against women, Hyderabad is #1 in South India and #2 in the entire country. So we're going to ensure not just appropriate deployment, ensure a lot of women police stations. We're going to educate, and Crystal Rating also shows the reason for this is it's not merely a law and order problem, it's a social problem. Identify those factors which promote crimes against women and reduce. But you asked for 3, but I'll do 4 things. The 4th thing and the most important thing is the youth in our place, the youth in this constituency. You have opportunities right next door, but they do not have the benefit of those opportunities. So skills development is going to be a very, very significant part of my delivery. We are going to use national skill development, and we are going to train the youth. A lot of youth have jobs, but they have very meager jobs, and they're not appropriately utilized. So they're going to enhance their skills and get better jobs, and those who do not have jobs will get those jobs. The benefit of ITR is going to reach the people of my constituency. Thank you.
Mr. Karthik Reddy, yes.
Three things I like to change in my constituency. Yes. Well, I think
3 things more like you will deliver.
Yeah. Well, most of you, I think, are not aware of a menace in my constituency, though it might not be directly involved to the urban development, but predominantly it's stopping my region from growing. The 111 GEO, the bioconservation GEO passed in 1997, which covers approximately 87 villages and 3 mandals. It is right next door to all of us. The one thing I like to change in my constituency or in general is 111. How do I do it? Right now it is in legal tussle. We can't deliver false promises, and I can't promise you that we can totally lift the 111 GEO. It's not possible. there are Supreme Court norms which doesn't allow the governments to just lift environmental prohibitions like those. But yes, we're gonna enter a legal battle. I'm gonna enter a legal battle. We're gonna assume the position of a defendant, of a litigant, and then we're gonna ask the Honorable High Court to deliver justice to my region. And what happens if 111GO is relaxed? Well, my constituency grows. It grows financially, it grows residentially, and of course it grows industrially, then overall development can happen. That's one point I really like to change. Well, urban, when we think of urban, we usually assume high-tech city, or we assume Sarur in my constituency, or the international airport. We have to realize these three urban constituencies in my region, there are more than 40% Muslim votes or Muslim areas. The ghettoization of these communities is so bad. The communities of these ghettos are financially, again economically and socially deprived when compared to other urban communities. I strongly urge, and I wish I could change that. I hope I can change their lives, the standard of living in those ghettos. Another thing, as Vishweshwaran already pointed out, is security. Security, physical security, yes, for women, for employees, security from burglars and thieves at home. And we should also assume the financial security of poor people. How do you assume it? How do you do it? We can use Dwakra groups, upliftment of their families through Dwakra groups. Self-help groups, we can use NGOs, lots of them. There are lots of unused funds in Delhi and central government. With the help of our past experiences of governing and implementing, I hope I can change that part also. And one dream I have for my constituency is making it an investment capital for India. Investment capital of agri, investment capital for IT, and also infrastructure investments. And how do we do it? We produce an environment, a suitable, viable, green environment for these companies to come towards Chevilla. Economically, once there's an investment in a region, the region transforms. It transforms for the better of things. I hope I can implement all these three things. I hope I can change this part of my constituency drastically. Thank you.
Mr. Venkat Reddy.
Yeah, the first thing first, I will see that in this urban area, every child will be in school and continue up till class 12. That is my, and also 50% of schools have no toilets for girls. So I will see that every school will have toilets for every school. Zero tolerance of no toilets. That is one. Two, I think my co-contestants already pointed out, the women's safety is not the issue of women, but the issue of men. So we need to transform the mindset and transform the ideological position about these issues on men. Training men is major task for my future. Three, decentralization. Entire funds of MP lads or government funds, the entire funds will be placed at the Gram Panchayat or ward level, and we train, capacitate all the persons who are there to utilize funds according to their plans. Thank you.
Thank you, General.